Hi, I'm Sean.
And I'm Adam.
And this is Buzzwords!
Buzzwords!
The Disappointment Media web series where we... Why are you fumbling with that already?
I'm trying my best. I've never done this before.
Anyway, Disappointment Media web series where we do stupid stuff when we say buzzwords, words that you're not supposed to say in movie reviews. This week we're doing something a little less stupid. We're just going to make our voices higher with Helium for the occasion of Chippendale Rescue Rangers coming out. We're going to give ourselves chipmunk voice, and then we're also going to talk about Tom Cruise's new blockbuster Top Gun Maverick, which is really high, like the pitch of our voice is going to be.
I like that. That's sweet. That's sweet. I appreciate it.
But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy. This one's just going to be us being silly. So yeah, Chippendale Rescue Rangers. This is a reboot of the TV series from the 90s. What did you think of this movie?
I'm someone who really enjoys like Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Space Jam. Awesome. Hello? Hello?
You got to do more. That should be good.
Hello? Hello? Oh, like the first one. Oh, that was pretty good. Yeah, it actually does work.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just like a cartoon thing.
Yeah, that's the whole point of it.
Oh, there we go. Does it go away quick?
Goes away. I mean, you got to do a lot more for it to not go away, but it's just
good. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of those movies. I think they're a lot of fun. I'm a big animation guy in general, so seeing a movie that's really a celebration of bad animation is really, really, really fun.
Yeah, I mean, there are some moments that are very funny that I don't want to talk about because I don't want to spoil them, obviously. But there is one gag in that movie that I don't know how Disney got them to do it.
There's a lot of gags.
I think you know the one I'm talking about. That I don't know how Disney agreed to make that gag in that movie.
Well, it's less of Disney. I less commend Disney and more commend the studio that let that happen.
Yeah,
it makes everyone look really good. That they're all like, haha, we're having fun, poking fun at ourselves.
Yeah,
and, you know.
I agree, but I was pretty disappointed. Honestly, I think that it felt really derivative of a lot of the other movies that had done similar things. Like, you can tell that it's trying to be this film noir, but I think the thing that is missing is a compelling detective story. I think that the mystery at the center of this film is kind of boring. And, like, obviously you expect it to be predictable because it's a kid's movie. Like you're not expecting it to be something that's, like, groundbreaking, Agatha Christie, mind-blowing, anything like that. But I expect it to at least be fun and interesting. And this movie did not do that for me.
Oh, the story is very generic, base level. Do you think you would have liked it more if they did have a human counterpart a la, like, Michael Jordan, Brendan Fraser, Bob Hoskins? I
think so. I think that's also what's missing, too, is that they don't have a compelling human element either, and compelling is one of the words, isn't it?
Compelling is one of the words.
But yeah, I think that's something that really needs to be done for a human character that's not Kiki Lane. Which, I mean, she's obviously very talented, but...
Oh, she's the cop.
Yeah, she's the cop.
Okay,
she's very talented. Like, I love If Beale Street Could Talk. I think it's a great movie, but... And that's another one. But I think that there's a lot of... Why are you doing it? You didn't even say anything.
I've said great.
Okay.
I must have.
But I think that there's a lot of things that needed to be done to give somebody that's a human element a little bit more depth.
Hello? Hey, that did kind of work.
No, you gotta keep talking. Keep talking about the movie.
Sorry, what's it called? Yeah, no, definitely missing a grounding element in this movie, like a human for me to actually care about. But just as a one-time experience of like, look at all these different kinds of people that I remember from other things, and you'll be shocked at the type of cameos that you see in this movie. But it's definitely worth it just for that.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be much rewatchability value in this.
Yeah, I think I love what it has to say. I love what it's a celebration of, and it's a good time. If not, like, kind of obnoxious Andy Samberg. I like him a lot more in Storks than this.
I don't like Storks. Do you think that this should have gone to theaters?
I don't think it would have done well. I don't think the nostalgia is there enough. The following is there enough for people. I think it's.
Do you think it would do better
where-
on streaming?
I honestly, I might argue that we might not have gotten all the cameos we got if it went to theaters. Like if it was more of a wide, like public thing, then I don't think they would have let that go on the big screen.
Interesting thought. But yeah, any last thoughts on Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers?
No, I thought it was for what it was. It was very good. No, I mean, no one's, like they say in the movie, no one's really clamoring for a Chip and Dale movie, but the fact that it's kind of a spoof of these, like, live action animated hybrid reboots, and I think that the changes they made did really well thematically and for the characters, and it just, everything worked really. They accomplished exactly what they were out to accomplish. It's a celebration of poor animation, and I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, fair. What do you think you would give this out of 5?
4 out of 5.
I'd give it a 2.5.
Yeah, low 4, but still 4. Because I enjoy it more than like, yeah, it was good. You know,
yeah.
I really like it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna rewatch parts. We're thinking of the same part.
Yeah, I think we are thinking of the same part.
Yeah, definitely.
On to Top Gun Maverick.
Mm-hmm.
New Tom Cruise blockbuster, bringing back the summer movie season.
Yeah.
What do you think of Top Gun Maverick?
Tom Cruise is definitely a movie star. That is 100,000% correct. This is Top Gun again. It's The Force Awakens, baby. We're doing the same stuff again.
Yeah.
But it's still good. It's very good.
But in terms of like the context, where would you put it with this year's like reboots? Like in terms of like Scream, like do you think it's better than like those?
Better than Scream. Better than Scream for sure. Not as good as the Batman. Does Batman count as a reboot?
No,
yeah.
I wouldn't count the Batman.
Reboot. Well, this is a requel.
Yeah.
Kind of like how they talked about it in Scream.
Yeah.
I thought we got that from Matrix Resurrections. But yeah, no. When it comes to requels, I think they did the best job that they could do. You know.
Yeah. I think that it's. I almost said a word that was on the list and I held my tongue. I think that it is brilliant, which is not a word on the list. But I think it is brilliant. It is innovative in so many ways from a technical level. Mm-hmm. Like, it is a feat of filmmaking that I have not seen in a very long time. I'm talking like Avatar level feat of filmmaking. Mm-hmm. In terms of what it does. Oh,
it's epic. It's certainly edge of your seat type stuff, like my palms are sweating.
But I also just mean in terms of like the pure technicality of it, like the way they shoot the flight sequences is innovative, like I said. I mean, I keep throwing out that word a lot. Mm-hmm. But it is so unique that they basically invented a new way of filming for the flight sequences. Mm-hmm. And that's what I love about this movie so much. I mean, obviously it hits all the nostalgia beats. It's very emotional. But I think that what really makes this stand out is that it's just a well-made film all around.
Mm-hmm. No, it's very, very well done. Director always does really amazing visual stuff. Tron Legacy, Oblivion are both beautiful movies, if not have problems with their scripts. I
think Only the Brave is like his first step in this direction. Mm-hmm. Like it's a combination of something on an epic scale while very grounded and emotional, and I think that's what this movie does too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think it works well. Jennifer Connelly does not need to be there.
No, but I mean, she's great in it.
She's good. She's fine in it. I think
of the new cast members, who do you think was the best new cast member?
Miles Teller, for sure.
I really wanted to say Lewis Pullman because I love Lewis Pullman and I think he's great in this movie as Bob. But I think that the MVP is...
yeah. I say great.
I think that the MVP of this movie is Glenn Powell, who is Hangman.
I really like Hangman.
Yeah, I think he's
Iceman too.
Fantastic.
No, I really like all the side characters. I remember their names. I think that's a really
I think that the really good thing is that all of them are equally developed too. Mm-hmm.
Like there's not one that feels left out.
even the ones that you would consider like side characters, like the smaller side characters,
Mm-hmm.
they are compelling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I actually, this movie made me think a lot about Indiana Jones 5 that comes out next summer.
Yeah.
Because whereas Harrison Ford is an 80-year-old man who definitely shouldn't be doing movies like this anymore, I feel like Tom Cruise is still.
I don't think Tom
doing
Cruise is ever going to
fantastic.
stop.
Yeah, no, and he's so passionate, he's so good.
I think we're one day going to hear about Tom Cruise dying on a movie set because he pushes himself too far.
Well, that's kind of what this movie was about. I mean, honestly, I feel like this movie is a lot about Tom Cruise for real.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems.
And you can tell that Tom Cruise is probably giving the best performance of his career in this movie, I would say.
I'm wondering when he's going to go for Best Actor again, because he's not in that conversation anymore. And I don't think
he's given a lot of great performances, like Few Good Men, obviously.
But I think that this is definitely his most personal performance because you can tell he's very passionate about this role.
Oh yeah, and I trust him too. If he's going to come back to do something like this, I believe that it's the way they want it to be.
You can tell that this is kind of his baby in a way. I mean, Kosinski is obviously a technical master.
Yes.
That's done many movies. I think he did visual effects even before he did directed. But Kosinski is like what they call like Tom Cruise's inner circle of like the people that like Tom Cruise can, do what he wants to with, basically, because he trusts Kosinski. And I think that this is up there with Mission Impossible, Fallout, and Rogue Nation, and this are like the Tom Cruise renaissance, I would say.
Oh yeah, he's definitely getting back in people's favor. This is definitely a crowd pleaser. I think I'm actually kind of surprised crowd pleasers on there.
We should add it.
But yeah, no, I think people are really going to enjoy this. The military is super cool looking in this movie.
So yeah, let's take the rest of our balloons to close it out.
Hello. I think I did this bad.
What did you think of the movie overall? Like, what would you rate it?
4 out of 5. It's not my personal bag, but it's definitely really good. People are really going to enjoy this. Like you said, it's the movie of the summer.
Yeah, I would give it a 5 out of 5. I think it is tied currently for my number 1 of the year with Cha-Cha Real Smooth. And I think that there is, like you said, it is summer blockbuster. It is the summer blockbuster. Some people are trying to say that Jurassic World is going to be the summer blockbuster.
No
I
way.
don't think so.
No
I
way.
think this is your genuine, warm-hearted crowd pleaser that you're not going to see. They don't make them like this anymore.
Yes. No, and Bruckheimer, I give Bruckheimer a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Honestly. The production value and the fact that they thought this movie was so important that they were like, we're not going to release it during the pandemic. In the heat of the pandemic. We're going to release it at a time where things are, like, it can perform as well as it possibly can. And I think with the Memorial Day weekend release, this movie's going to clean up. This movie's going to do fantastic.
I think you would.
Oh, fuck. I mean, give me that, because I didn't do well on that first one. I don't know how mine opened up like that. Maybe I did it too close to the end.
I don't know.
I was like,
But, okay, so. Take as much of it as you can.
remember Top Gun? Oh my god, that hurts back my throat. Remember Top Gun? This is the Force Awakens of fucking Top Gun movies.
But yeah, I don't think it's going to convince anyone to join the Navy like the original one did. But I think that it is the movie that everybody's going to want to see.
And I didn't think the volleyball scene disappointed. I mean, they do a spin on the volleyball scene. And the music's great. We were talking about how I definitely think it's going to be nominated for at least 3 Oscars.
Hey, more.
There we go.
At this point, I'm just, like, torturing you.
No, good. The first word didn't go. No, best original song, Lady Gaga did fantastically.
For all of you who don't understand what's going on, This box on the screen
has a bunch of words that we're not supposed to say. Those are buzzwords.
Yes.
Best sound, best special effects. Obviously,
I think best cinematography has a very good chance out because of that, like the technical marvel that it is.
Yeah. No, it's definitely going to be there. I think at the end of the year. I think it's a very likable movie as well. Yeah. I wish it doesn't have the balls that the first movie has, though. It doesn't have that 80s charm. The context is no longer there. It's just the Jurassic World. It's just Jurassic World. And if you like Jurassic World, you'll like this.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's our show. Hope you enjoyed. We will be back in 2 more weeks talking about more movies. I'm not sure what we'll be talking about then because it's a slow week.
Oh yeah, there's no new releases in June. The beginning of June, June 3rd.
There's no new big release. There's some streaming release. We'll probably pick one of the streaming releases. But yeah, anyway, have a nice night, guys.
Thank you, guys.